Hello, people of the internet. I'm Nick from Where to Speed Magic, and today I'm going to show you my new Magic Standard deck. Now, as most of you know, Battle for Zendikar is coming out on October 2nd. Or that might be the pre-release. I have absolutely no idea. But Standard's going to rotate, so I decided to throw a deck together. I can play at F&M, do decently well, and if I top, I top. If I don't, I don't. I just don't want to draft anymore since I'm terrible at that format. This is mono blue control. I could do blue black, but I don't have enough stuff to support the mana base, so I just want mono blue. So I'm playing the 4 Evolving Wilds just so I can fuel my delve and my fetch lands, and then the rest of the deck is just 20. Or the rest of the mana base, I should say, is 22. There's all the old ones, and then here's 6 of the same Theros ones, just so I can support my OCD. So yeah, 22 islands plus 4 Evolving Wilds equals a 26 land mana base. Even though this isn't one of the better control decks, this is a budget version, it still wants to make a land drop every turn so I can cast its spells. I'm running 4 copies of Omen Speaker, just so I can get the Scry 2 effect, and people who still play Goblin Rabble Master, just die. 2 Prognostic Sphinx. Control needs win conditions. Here's one. It's a weaker win condition than the next card I'm going to show you, but it's still a win condition. It can get stuff done. 2 Prolike Ancient. It's just the fact that this can't be countered, and the fact that you can pick up islands, immediately play them, and still cast your spells to support it. It's pretty relevant. And the fact that it's flash is awesome. So 4 Disperse. Time walk your opponent. Get their. This can return walkers. Yeah. 2 Voyage Zen, just to return creatures and scry. 3 Send to Sleep. I want to bump this up to 4, I just can't find it. I'm running like 28 spells in my deck, so this is always going to be a spell mastery to where they stay tapped. You can get in there with your Omen Speakers and your Prognostic Sphinxes and your Prolike Ancient. And it stops them from attacking too, so. Cancels. I don't have Dissolves, unfortunately. I hate cancel. This card's terrible. I don't like sending 3 mana to counter a spell for no benefit. But once Dissolve rotates, I'm probably going to have to run it unless I get something better in BFZ, or BLZ, whatever they're going to call it. 2 Jace's Ingenuity, and an Aether Spouts. This is a fog effect, really. Sweep their board, get their creatures out of the way. That's the point of the deck, is since I'm not running black for Hero's Downfall and Crux of Fate and whatnot, you need to get your opponent's creatures out of the way, and in the control mirror match, just do what you normally do. Counter their relevant spells, draw some cards, do some normal stuff. 2 Divination. These would get taken out for the Send to Sleep, and probably just another island, but I don't have them. And then 4 Treasure Cruise, because I can't afford 4 copies of Dig Through Time. That's it for the main deck at 60. I know I went through that kind of fast, but the deck's pretty simple. I can just go over one thing. The reason I'm running these bounce effects is because I don't have anything else. Like, I guess I could cut the 2 Voyages End for like a 4th Send to Sleep and a 2nd Aether Spouts, or like take out the Divinations and make the deck flexible. Just I don't have a lot of cards that are going to stay in rotation. I'm trying to keep this deck as most post-rotation as I can, because I'm probably going to have to play it for a while until I buy Jeskai Burn, which I'll do a deck profile of that eventually, but it's just I gotta work on it, so that's the reason for the bounce effects in the main board. The sideboard gets interesting because it has cards that are generally bad, but in this deck they're actually really good. So I'm going to begin with a playset of Sidisi's Faithful. This is for mono red, really, as Omen Speakers just not enough. They can make their Swift Spears and things huge. So you just want to say, hold on, man, roadblock, counterspell, roadblock, here's a Sphinx, go. This lets you stall them, or it can just be a 0/4 sitting there on the board and blocks their Swift Spear. 2 Anticipate. This is just for the control mirror match where you have extra card filtering. And then on to counter spells. I got 3 negates on the board, basically everything. The only thing this wouldn't come in against is like devotion decks because they don't have any non-creature spells. 3 calculated dismissal. This is not as good as dissolve. It's mana leak plus 2 temples. Again, this is a really spell heavy deck, so spell mastery should be online. Again, this is mostly just for probably Abzan really, because in control matchups you don't want this. They can have the 3 mana to pay for it, no problem. Unless it's early game, in that case you got value, but you might not scry unless you went like turn 2 counterspell, turn 3 divination, turn 4 this. You don't want this against Mono Red because it's too expensive. This is really for like Abzan and Green Devotion is what it's for. And then the last card on the sideboard are 3 Claustrophobias. Hangerback Walker, Jace for any of the Planeswalkers really. Well, just mostly Jace because I hate that motherfucker. I hate Hangerback Walker, Siege Rhino, Wingmate Rock. These Claustrophobia hits all of them. You know, the fact that we're running mono blue means that we can run 2, 3, 4 mana blue cards, unlike our other counterparts in control, because our mana base is just islands. And so this lets us, we can play this on turn 3, hit their Siege Rhino, just be like, okay, it's done attacking, you have no enchantment removal in your deck, and if they do, then, well, you cry. But yeah. But this is just a deck that I really just threw together. I have no idea how it's going to do. But basically, it's just like any other control deck. You stall, you win with late game cards, and you just draw your deck so you can find counterspells. That's how control works, that's how it's always worked, and that's how it's going to stay. That's pretty quick. Sorry about that, guys, but the deck's really simple. I've said a lot of the cards are simple. Everyone knows what they do. I don't need any explanation. Anyway, I'm Nick from Motor City Magic. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.